Hey everybody, Josh Bell with Bell's Bees. How's everybody doing today? Today it's a nice day outside. We're getting ready to do a little extracting here in a few days. So what we got to do when we extract is you got to get the bees out of the supers, out of the top boxes. And the way we do that, there's a few ways to do it, but the way we do it is we put what's called a bee escape on there. Let me grab one for you right quick. The way these work, they have a little triangle configuration on the bottom here with a hole on this side, and you put this down with this hole on the bottom. The bees work their way through this little maze and they can't figure out how to get back in there. So actually you do it the other way. This is on the bottom, so the bees go out and they can't come back. We'll take these supers off, we'll put them underneath there, and the bees won't be able to get back out. We'll leave them there for a couple of days, give the bees some time to come out, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully they're not too crabby today. Somebody forgot their gloves. Put one by each hive here. Now if we do have a super that doesn't look like it needs extracted, we'll put it on the bottom, then put the bee escape on top of that. I had a little moment of panic. I didn't feel my hive tool. There's a lot of bees in here. Noisy, noisy. Yeah, see this top box doesn't have very much nectar in it. Let me get the camera here and we'll point it down in there. You can have a look. I don't know how well we can see in there, but that's not capped. That's not capped. None of that's capped. So we'll just leave that, and then we'll collect that later on after the goldenrod flow. Once the goldenrod flow's over, they'll probably have that capped. We'll take that one off and see what the one underneath looks like. Yeah, see that's really light. They're putting some nectar in there. It's got a little weight to it, but not. This should weigh 40 pounds or so, 35 pounds. And it's not even close to that. Now let's have a look in here. Now see, most of this is capped. This is what we like to see. Let's have a look here. We'll pull one frame out. Oh yeah. That's pretty. Nice pretty capped honey. So, we gotta take this one off. And there's not much nectar flow right now anyway. I had a little buckwheat growing. Yeah, see, that's a little heavier. I had some buckwheat growing. You know what? I think I'll leave my queen excluder on there. I had my queen excluder off. I had some buckwheat growing, and I got a little bit of a nectar flow from that. And there's just a little bit trickling in here and there from other plants. So anyway, put this up here like this. We want to make sure this triangle side's down. All right, and we'll put this super back up there. That way they can You'll be able to climb out of there and go back home. Now, one thing we got to do, we got to make sure these top entrances are buttoned up. So, I got some duct tape. Good old 100-mile-an-hour tape. You can't go wrong with that. Unless you forget it, which is precisely what I did last time. That was a real treat. I'm going to get some of that propolis off there. All right. Get that on there. All right, no bees allowed. Now, you'll notice, I don't know how well you can see it from the view of the camera, but we got a hole right here. We can't have that either. So, we'll just do this. No bees allowed. We may even go ahead and run one across there right quick. Ain't gonna hurt none, is it? Alright. That's that. We'll move on to the next one. Most of my inner covers have this circle in it, which is really handy. That's why I get these jar lids. Jar lid fits right in it. They're cut just for that purpose. No duct tape needed. Not all my lids have that though, so we gotta improvise with duct tape usually. Alright, well, there wasn't as much honey in there as I thought there was. There's some, so we'll have more, but I don't know how many more. Oh, probably another dozen hives to check out. So we'll go check those out and see how they look and go from there. Glad you could tag along and see what we got going on. Maybe we'll do a little video of extracting in a few days. Have a good one. God bless.